that everything's about time.
Everything is about.
It really is,
everything.
Sherry. Everything is about
I've
time.
hit the key
He's stolen
to the whole.
Everything's about time. I think we could have our whole philosophical. You know what? Just forget it.
It's-
Everybody's done.
We're
Everybody's done
It's
because
time.
everybody's time is over.
Is over, and we need to plan the next one.
Yeah.
We need.
We're gonna
time
be more
to plan the
organized.
next one.
We're gonna ask some very thought-provoking questions about next time.
We're gonna list them.
Yeah, we're gonna have a game plan. This was just spur of the moment.
Spontaneous.
It was. And
Thank
so
you
next
for
You're
time-
live,
spontaneous.
actually, still.
Christy.
Yes.
There you go.
100%.
You're back.
Okay. Spontaneous, and we'll wrap
Sorry,
it up.
y'all. Sorry, y'all.
We'll wrap it up, and then the next time.
There will be
So-
no wrapping up. We need to know.
So-
we're
not
wrapping it
I want to be.
We're just getting started.
We
But
will
next
know what the people
time
want us
we'll
to
have a
change.
list.
Wait,
You
what
know
are our
what?
options? Someone present our options.
Here's the thing. You all know as well as I do. If Marty McLeod's in charge of the technology, it's going to be time for him to just cut us off.
Because he can end it anytime he
He
wants.
can. And
like
Also,
he did.
if he doesn't want us to drink what we were getting ready to drink, that may be the issue.
he can cut us off.
Roses, not the Weller 12.
You know
Wait,
what?
no,
That's,
not Weller 12.
We're not going to drink his Weller 12. Sherry and I have already decided.
Yes.
They said
Mhm.
we
I'm going.
wanted-
You know what? In fact, I'm going to try the Four Roses because that's what Marty suggested, and I feel like this
Drink
is.
the Weller 12.
Are you good with that, Jenny?
I'm fine.
Okay,
I don't care.
I've had Weller 12.
Because
so
my
I'm okay.
income, I promise you, goes to all of this.
Absolutely.
Mhm. So, and I love
Jenny,
bourbon.
you
I love
should
whiskey. But I love the toasted barrel. I love it.
Just a little. Just a little.
Does anybody besides Elijah Craig do toasted barrel?
Thank you.
Do you all know? I'm sure you do. I don't. I'd love to know what you all think about that because when I think of toasted barrel, I kind of think of toasted sesame seeds. I don't know why. That's what I think of.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel warm.
Okay.
So it makes me feel like that's kind of ridiculous, but toasted makes me feel like
Safe.
it does. And I think that the way that you I think some whiskeys make you feel certain ways.
Yes.
And
yes.
this makes me feel just warm and safe.
And safe and
And
like
fallish.
everything's okay.
And like I can hunker down for the fall and I'll be okay with my people.
The circle.
My circle is my, I have a circle of friends, and I think that having that
Peace.
peace.
Uh-huh.
So Sherry's a school counselor. I'm a school counselor, but background, and so, and Christy's a social worker. So we get that lingo. We know what it feels like. We know what we think it feels like to be safe.
Insecure.
And so this whiskey makes me feel secure with my friends around me. So you know what, that's crazy. We're being craziness.
You're not getting crazy.
Yeah. So toasted barrel's good. Woodford has a toasted. I don't really love Woodford.
I don't either.
Mm-mm. Double oaked is good. Okay. Well, I'll give it a whirl. Okay. I don't know. I just think, comment if you feel like there's a feeling that you get from good whiskey that makes you feel a certain way.
Certain way.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Knob Creek and watching Pride and Prejudice for the millionth time.
Prejudice, so
Oh, I love that Whiskey Mountains. I have not seen Pride and Prejudice.
In a
So-
long time.
Yes.
So I'm assuming that the Pride and Prejudice that you're talking about is I think tell me who was in that, because that was a recent release. I want to say Kate Winslet was in it. No.
Not the
No.
one. I mean, the one that I
The-
loved was gosh, what's her name? The dark hair.
I can't
Eons.
remember. I cannot remember.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time.
Kiera Knightley.
Yes, Keira
Mhm.
Knightley. That's it.
Oh, so okay. So we have to do. So these are winter, because I'm stressing out, y'all, because we're getting ready to enter fall.
I guess.
And our condo is
pool.
great because we have a pool, and that's our only like central gathering place. And I think that's really good for a lot of the older residents that live here.
It is.
And we don't have another place besides the pool. And they don't come swim. They just bring their dogs by, or they just come stop in and check in to say hi. And they're super bored. They get bored.
Absolutely.
And I feel like that's a mission for
Together.
us.
Mhm.
I do.
A
I feel like that's a
gathering place.
mission. So we don't really have a place other than the pool to have a like a communion of people. And so I thought about Bunko. We have to talk about that. But maybe a movie night. And I know it's not our responsibility. This is not like an assisted living residency
but-
at all. But I feel like as a counselor, don't you
A
feel
res-
kind of a
yes.
responsibility and obligation to
Feel the needs.
fill the needs? Yeah. So maybe Keira Knightley, Pride and Prejudice, and Knob Creek. And, I was shocked to hear one of our residents say, I'd love a good margarita. Do you remember that yesterday?
I do.
With the Silky?
Yes,
Mhm.
I do. Yes.
I was shocked to hear that.
yes.
So we know some people like to drink some margaritas.
Keira Knightley is a
Yes.
babe.
And Keira Knightley.
True.
I mean, you can't go wrong with her. Yes. Listen, we hit fall. Well, our fall is hit or miss in October.
I mean, it can still be 90 degrees in October, but
100,
it's not.
yes.
It can be from.
But it's
it can
not
be 75
consistent.
one day and 90 the next
yes.
day. So
Or it
we
can
don't
be,
want
and it can be
30.
40 the next
Yes,
day.
yes. We've had
It can
snow in
vary.
October,
Yes.
but it can be summer
Mhm.
or winter in October. So
Yes.
yes, but it's
not
you know,
predictable.
no,
Not
right.
at all. So maybe we need to do a whiskey pairing and a movie night and a bunko. I don't know. We need to do something. But there's the other thing is we don't have a
Door space, except the
not
pool.
not communal place that's we don't have a communal place that's not the pool.
No.
We're dumpster. We can meet the dumpster.
Yes.
I was thinking about that. We need to talk about that
The
too.
post boxes.
We could meet at the post boxes or the dumpster.
But your all's pool area has space.
We have
So
If
space.
you
it's
could definitely
nice-
do something there.
But that gets locked up. When the pool's covered up, it's locked
It's
up.
locked.
Fort Knox. Fort
It's,
Knox.
and it's a different key and lock.
yes.
There's only one key.
yes.
And you can't get in.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's serious stuff. It's Fort Knox. So that's caused some anxiety in me. Is the
And other
fall.
residents as well.
Yeah, because I've gotten so accustomed to
This is what we do.
this is what we do in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we do on certain days. And Fridays are Jenny's
This is
gonna
the day.
get intoxicated days. And and Sherry knows it's coming.
And I'm good with it.
And she's fine with it. And Jenny's gonna work on schoolwork the next day. And if she has a chance, she might get intoxicated that night. But what am
It's
I gonna do
okay.
this winter?
Right.
I know. I'm just really worried about it.
I'm looking at what is
Okay.
they have 2 seasons, Sherry says.
Summer.
They have
fall.
summer and
Summer and
fall.
Fall.
Arizona.
Wow.
Summer and fall. Yep.
I know that I saw that in Arizona it's been like 118
18,
degrees.
yes.
But it's different
cold
than our
snap.
heat.
Well,
It's
they
different than our
say-
heat. I feel like I've heard that they don't have the humidity that we have.
They don't.
It's
Is
a
that true,
dry
Sherry?
heat, Sherry. It's a dry heat.
I
That's
mean,
what they say.
It can be 85, but our humidity is high, and we walk outside
And
and
it's
it's
just
you just-
pouring. We pour with sweat, And I'm like wet this whole
Yes.
section and the whole line down my
Yes,
back.
you
and
gotta
my
change
top of
clothes. You
my
gotta take a
shorts.
shower. It's a
It's-
whole thing.
It's terrible.
There's no
Um,
time saver.
Uh-uh.
No, no. And you just go to the Walmart sweaty and you don't worry about it. Because everyone else is
Because I don't
sweaty.
give a
And
rat's
that's why
ass
you
anymore.
wear the dry fit.
That's
clothes.
right. You do wear the
That's
dry fit. And so I don't know, Sherry, is that what happens in 118 degrees in Arizona? I don't know.
Oh, whatever Marty did, he looks great. 100%.
Okay,
We know
Marty.
that.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Whiskey Shit said dry heat.
But what is dry heat? Because I will say this, it was dry heat. Was it a couple of weeks ago when it was like 92 and it was dry? And it
was
wasn't,
dry.
and I don't
It
remember
wasn't
sweating.
uncomfortable.
I mean, I
Like the humidity was like 110.
Well, no, well, that's when
Like
we
I'm
get
not
sweaty,
kidding. You
but,
walk out the door and you're like,
I
wet.
but,
cannot-
but we had something
I have
last
to-
week that was not you. You didn't get sweaty. You walked out and I
Felt
was like,
comfortable.
it feels like it's September 32nd. Except there is no September 32nd, but it felt like it was like a day we never had
We were
in
in
East
Narnia.
Tennessee.
We were in
That's
Narnia.
exactly. I'm
Look,
pretty sure I saw Aslan cross the street.
Where's Mr. Tomness? Mr. Tomness, where are you?
I saw the
Because-
Beaver family walk across. Yes. The bad witch.
Oh
what was
my
she?
God.
The cold witch.
I don't
whatever
even
she
know
was.
what she was,
Yeah,
but,
but
she's
it
the
was
white
not
witch. The white witch.
She
was
was there.
awful.
It was not a normal time
My
in Tennessee recently.
No.
Where
So-
where are the macaroons? Where
What it
are
says
the
exactly?
crumpets?
I hate that saying. It's dry heat. 120 is
It's hot no matter
Absolutely.
what.
But are you like? Do you walk out of the house and you immediately start sweating?
Yes.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, in a dry heat, I'm
This Bubble Bath
wondering.
bourbon. I love it. What's going on here? You got
Okay, see, Sherry said I'm working today. My shirt was
Okay,
smoked
yeah,
today.
then good. I mean, no offense.
And it was
but-
108.
yeah. Well, when I hear
Shut
people,
your face
when I
because
hear-
that is too hot.
when I hear people say dry heat, I'm like,
Is that a condition?
I love to have dry heat because my heat's always wet.
Yes.
There's always sweat going on. So no offense, Sherry, but it kind of brings me joy that you had a little bit of sweat going on. I'm sorry, Sherry.
Yes.
I'm sorry that you were uncomfortable, but I mean,
0% humidity, but it gets way hotter and dry in heat areas than it does in humid areas.
So question here is, if you're a sweater, which I'm a sweater, like
I am a
sweat all the
sweater
time,
sweat. This is
I'm
all
gonna
sweat right
Does
here.
that mean I'm going to
Full
sweat an
sweat.
85 degree
My hair-
weather
my hair was
and
clean this
120
morning.
degree? I mean, like,
Mine
what's the
took
deal?
dry fit.
Yes.
It's embarrassing. Like, I have that
Yes.
embarrassing sweat where it's in your butt crack, that kind of sweat.
I don't even know what Marty's drinking.
Oh, Miss.
Adam's drinking.
What is it? Adam?
I'm
I
just
don't know.
going through
Okay.
these. I feel like they're private jokes. I'd rather be in Phoenix at
that's
115
what
than
I'm
Georgia
talking.
at 90.
I need to go to
Mhm.
Phoenix so that I can experience it and compare.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But hey,
One time in Vegas, it
Yeah.
was 125, and I was there.
did it
Yes.
feel?
Did
Was
it
it
feel
worse than here?
Yes.
Or it was,
I thought my shoes were going to melt.
Melt.
Into,
okay, so it's bad either way.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants humidity. Nobody
They
wants
were
Yes.
like, we're having a cold snap.
they're cold snaps.
120, and
They're
my shoes are
cold
sticking.
snaps.
You're like,
Mm-mm. Their cold snaps are a lot of wind.
Because I was on the strip and I thought, I can't pull my feet.
I've been at
That
home like
humidity,
that.
that humidity is helpful then.
Yes.
Okay.
It makes your shoes let go of the pavement.
And
So
they were cute.
it's different though, Sherry. Was on Vegas when it was 115. It was over in the South Carolinas on 90s day.
She would take it over the South Carolina 90s.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
that's-
oh, yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
Beaufort, South Carolina, hottest place I've ever been.
It is hot. Yes. I've been to
Yes,
Beaufort,
and
South Carolina.
Charleston,
Yes.
Charleston. God Almighty, it's
You
hot.
know, that's interesting because I even think the heat in South Carolina is worse than the heat in Florida.
It is.
Yeah. And
Yes.
that's, yeah.
Dry heat, the sweat actually evaporates. High humidity, it doesn't. So it's worse. That's true.
Well, that's me because I got that big sweat ring right here and all the way down my back.
Dry
Oh.
fit.
Oh, Sherry said I prefer Florida on near the beach than August any day.
Absolutely.
Arizona
I mean,
all
I prefer Florida.
day. I prefer
Florida
the
on
beach.
to anything ever.
I prefer the beach anywhere,
Anytime.
no matter what, anytime.
Florida beach is preferred to
You
South
always put
Carolina
extra
beach.
thought into this.
Well, because the Gulf, anywhere on the Gulf
I
is better.
prefer.
I just love it.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. I prefer any kind of heat anywhere to a hurricane.
If we lived through
we
Hurricane
lived through a
Sally.
Hurricane Sally.
Mhm. On the 19th floor, which was the top
Mhm.
floor, and we could hear things moving around on the roof, and we thought there were aliens.
We thought we were
and
gonna die.
dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And there was no time for that.
there was no time for that.
Mm-hmm. There
It
was
supposed
not.
to be a fun
No.
vacation. It was fun still.
Now
but
I will tell you what. When I lived in Colorado, the windstorms there, they are no joke.
Arizona has those sandstorms.
They do. I've
Mhm.
been in one of
That would
them.
scare me.
Yeah.
Colorado has wind, like
What is
wind
that?
advisories
Uh-huh.
and windstorms,
Mhm.
and it is. It's
There's
no
a-
kidding.
There's no
Wow.
flying.
No, and
None.
you're like if you put crap out at the corner,
Mm-hmm.
it's gone. Like it
Well,
could
that
end
might
up
be a
in.
good thing.
And I'm not gone in a productive way. I mean, gone in like you got to go clean up the glass and shit.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not good. So this is interesting. So somebody said, oh wait, somebody said something about I've never been to Wisconsin.
No, I haven't
have.
either. I have a
Yes.
friend that lives
Wisconsin Dells. Yes.
Okay. Sherry's been to Wisconsin.
Mhm. Spent some time up there.
there. What's the weather like in Wisconsin?
A cold as shit.
In the winter, I'm
September,
sure.
there is snow.
Hmm.
Last
Ain't nobody
got time for
September
that.
was snow.
Sunny slope, so humidity is hard for me to deal with compared to Arizona heat. Well, I don't know where Sunny
I
Slope
don't know where
is.
Sunny Slope is.
Is that Wisconsin? Was that
No, that
same?
wasn't
No?
the same. So
Okay.
Oh wait. Austin Falls said, "Have you ever been to Wisconsin?" And then Whiskey Mountain says, "Yeah, I grew up in South Carolina and summers in Puerto Rico."
Mm.
Oh,
I went to Puerto Rico in, I think it was September one year.
She
and
went
it
on a
was
mission
not-
trip.
No,
Oh.
I didn't. I went on a vacation, and we went there because we
It
didn't
was
have.
a mission to go on.
It was a mission,
vacation.
but let me just say, we went there so that we didn't have to get a
You went on a
What do you have to-
vacation,
Yeah.
on a mission
Visa.
trip.
so we didn't have to get a passport. Yes, because we wanted to go.
How did Ruth went to Puerto
No,
Rico?
me and Kevin and Vic and Susan.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
no,
Okay,
yeah.
so you went on.
So
a
we
fun
went. Yeah,
vacation.
it was adults only,
Okay.
and it was fun. And Puerto Rico was lovely.
I'm sure.
And we ate mofongo. Do y'all know what that is? It was delicious.
I'm sure that Adriana knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
I prefer the beach period exactly. Absolutely.
Yeah. Way to go, Debbie O'Neill.
But you know what? I had a
Absolutely.
really hard time. I was really pissed when Hurricane Sally came through
Yes, you
last year. And I was
You
ready
were.
to just go the hell home.
Jenny wanted to leave, and there was like 4 foot of water on the streets, and we were like, "We can't go, Jenny. We have to stay."
I had shit to
Until we
do.
see.
You know
I
what?
had
You know
shit
what's
to do.
sad?
I can't relax.
We had nothing to eat but like peanut butter crackers and a loaf of bread and a little
Some
bit of
kind
cheese.
bars.
But you know what? We made it happen. We
I
pretended
don't know why I didn't just seize the day on that.
it
I
because
was such an asshole. I'm sorry. I
Because
have to
you had looked
apologize.
so forward to that.
It- we
and
were-
then-
I was so
we were
disappointed.
excited for the trip, and then Sally
I
came
was just
through.
an asshole.
Sally.
And we sang Ride
Hurricane
Sally Ride.
Ride, Sally, ride. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it was.
I do feel like
She
I need
wasn't
to
that bad.
apologize for that
No.
on
Do you remember
on
when the
national-
hurricane was when it
on
was
national television. I need to
And that's
Hoda
okay.
Kebab says that.
I need to apologize for being such an asshole about that because I should have just I just said ride
She
Sally
wasn't.
out.
She was not that way.
I did not ride
Rode
Sally
the
ride.
wave.
We had-
What?
We had fun when Sally was coming in,
And
if
going
you
to the
remember
Mhm.
that night, and then we had fun when she left. But
Going-
those couple of
coming in
days
and
when
going
she
out.
she stood still. I'm sure anybody that's from
She
that area,
did.
she stood still and she just like
That
wreaked her
turned.
havoc.
That
She
old
turned.
bitch wasn't leaving.
No, she wasn't. So
She
the
was
2
like,
days
"I'm
she was
here."
there, we were like, "Screw you, Sally, get out of here."
It's time for you to
It's
go.
time.
It's time. It's time.
And she just stayed. She wanted to hang out with us. Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, she was not going.
No.
So after that commentary, we missed about 25 comments.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, this is hard to do. Beach is better without the wind
Always.
drives.
Yeah.
And then we
Mhm.
tried to go down to the beach. That was a hoot.
That and they wouldn't let us in the water. Even even to just go and get your knees in, they would be like, "You gotta get out. You gotta get out." And we're like, we just want to put our feet in the water, and they wouldn't let us. They were really jerky
No,
about
these are
it.
private conversations anyway. So, Sunny Slope is in Arizona.
Okay.
Okay.
Hot and humid in Wisconsin in summer.
Oh, so it's bad.
I
Yeah.
don't know about
So
the
it's the same
humidity.
as
I don't know if I'm
Tennessee.
willing to accept that until I felt it.
Have you been to the Tennessee? Because we're like basically at the foothills of the Smoky Mountains.
Have you
So
been to
we are-
Gatlinburg in July?
Yeah, because that girl, that's some sweatiness.
That's
Go to Dollywood. Hold up. Let's go to
Okay.
Dollywood on July 4th. Go to Dollywood and
But
tell
wear
me how you.
dry fit.
And
No,
tell me
no.
about it.
No, don't wear dry fit.
because you
Wear
don't
a
know you need to wear dry
Wear
fit, Sherry.
comfort colors, a big thick,
Yes,
nice
because it's cute.
t-shirt because it's cute. And
Yeah.
go there, wear that heavy sweat or t-shirt, and then
Jesus.
see all the others that are there,
Yes.
and just enjoy yourself.
Uh-huh.
And tell
And
us
go
what you
on a
think.
wet
Glad you're
ride.
here.
Go on a wet ride where it's all stuck to you, and see if you still love Dolly.
You will always love
You will
Dolly.
always-
You
I will
will
always
and
love
she
you.
will always love you. You're
I will always. I don't care. I'll love Dolly no matter what kind of.
Absolutely.
Dolly would be like, now you know that was your own damn fault for wearing those
What?
clothes.
Snow 6 months of the year in Wisconsin.
It
I
does.
don't think I can
Yeah.
do that.
September.
I can't drive in snow. In Tennessee, I mean,
No,
But it's different.
we know we
It's
That
really-
can't.
snow is much different. You can ride. I mean, they go right on with
but
everything.
Well,
is
they
that
have
because
the
know how
infrastructure
do it?
to
'Cause
be
we don't
prepared
know
for
how.
it.
They
We
know
don't.
how, and
We have a
the
little salt we
snow-
sprinkle.
The snow
Well, we
is
have
different.
hills too. We
Yes.
have lots
Snow
of
is
hills.
I
much
think they do in
different.
Wisconsin too.
Yeah.
They have hills there, don't they?
I
They
don't
do
know.
that
Yeah.
I saw, but they
I don't even
the
know.
snow is much different texture than what we have.
We have that heavy snow that once you drive over
But
it,
this
it's like
one's
ice.
dry.
Mofongo.
This is dry.
Yes,
of
mofongo
powder.
is the best.
Do you know where mofongo is?
That is food that you eat in Puerto Rico. It's delicious.
What is mofongo?
I mean, it's like this. It was a big
You
blob of
just
stuff.
ate
It was delicious. I feel like maybe, like you got fried plantains with it, and then there was mofongo, and it was like this big blob of stuff. And I feel like it was like rice and meat. And correct me if I'm wrong, Whiskey Mountains, but it was something that's like very culturally what they eat in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And it was delicious. And that we went to a Puerto Rican restaurant at Cocoa Beach in Florida, and they
Yes.
had it there. And so
Okay.
and it was delicious. And it was like a
Cocoa
little hole in the
Beach.
wall.
Love.
It wasn't any bigger than where
You know
we're
what?
at.
That bothers me that it has to be a hole in the wall for you to experience food
Different
that's
food.
outside of your.
The reason we went there was because it was a Puerto Rican restaurant, and we loved the food that we ate in Puerto Rico, and we wanted to
Oh.
get authentic
yeah.
food.
Rico.
So,
Yeah.
Cuisine.
Yeah.
But we have an authentic Brazilian, Jamaican restaurant here in Kingsport.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
What's it called?
It's near the Minute Market on Center.
I have not been there. No, I have not.
And so, I don't think that we welcome that
Culture.
experience,
But
that
do you-
culture
but
like
do
we
you feel
should.
like that's because? Well,
Be careful.
I'm
Be
going to
careful,
say this.
love.
I feel like where they're at, they get better rent.
Oh yeah,
And so that's why
Absolutely.
they're located where they're at, and that's
so
unfortunate.
we need to patronize that place.
Yes,
we need
absolutely,
100%.
absolutely. I would love to go there.
Yeah, I
Let's
would.
go.
I would too. I think that'd be. Oh my God. Okay, Shane Long says he can't handle. I don't know what he can't handle.
Hello.
Shane Long have to go back and get some context.
It's time.
Shane, what can you not handle? Are you making fun
The
of
girls,
us?
because hey,
I don't have any this much beautiful. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well, that's cool.
we love you, Shane.
I think that might be horseshit, but that's okay.
That's
But
okay.
He had to say that.
We'll take it.
We're still talking about the weather. Now I'll tell you what. Oh
Okay,
my
I don't
God.
even want to know about boot camp. Listen, I
Okay,
can't compare.
no, that's in Fort Jackson near Columbia.
Listen, that
South
hail
Carolina,
on
that is
Earth,
another level
absolutely.
of hot hail.
There's something about South Carolina That is, I mean,
Columbia,
there's nothing that compares to South Carolina.
like KMN,
Yeah, oh my
killing
gosh.
out.
Florence. Do you know the Florence
Oh,
area?
God.
It's the
That's
hottest
another
place on earth.
level of
Which
hot.
Columbia and Florence are not far
concentrated.
apart.
It is.
The
It's-
heat is constant.
It's like everybody has their own razor beam of hot.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So
Like it-
we
like
feel
it
you,
picks
Whiskey
you out.
Mountains.
Oh my
Yes.
God, it's
no
awful.
relief.
Okay, Whiskey Mountains, you're a badass.
Yeah, you
First,
are. If
yeah.
you could deal with,
Mhm. Yeah.
because even
I've just driven through and gotten out of the gas station. It's too much for me.
so.
It's time. to
So
go.
my son wanted to tour Columbia, South Carolina, USC. Oh my God. I wanted to die that day. It was
It's
so
terrible.
hot.
It's terrible.
It was so
Well,
hot.
anywhere in a city, I don't know why it is. I mean, even University of Tennessee, which is where our kids went,
Yeah.
it in the
Neyland
middle
Sta-
in the
Neyland
middle of a
Stadium.
city is hot.
Is it Neyland?
But
or
you
Neyland?
go a different level when you go to
Neyland.
South Carolina in the middle of a big city. I mean,
Okay,
it's
but
like-
let's all agree. Neyland Stadium.
It's
Oh,
not.
There's another level.
if you
of
go
hot
to
there.
an August, early September game in Neyland Stadium, if you don't hydrate, you're passing out or
Yeah.
puking.
or
kid-
have dry
yeah.
fit.
Or-
Yeah. You better be
Exactly.
wearing some dry fit
Exactly.
because
Everywhere.
Jesus,
Yes.
it's hot.
And you come out. It doesn't matter if it's a sunny day or not. You're bright red
Yes.
when you come out. It's not from sunburn.
Oh my
it's from
God.
No.
just the heat, exhaustion. Yeah.
It is too much.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, you know
That's
what?
why
I'm
the
gonna do?
first
we-
game's at night.
But we love us some Neyland
Mm.
Stadium, don't we?
We love
girls?
some Neyland Stadium.
Go Vols.
Go Vols. And I love to see what all those little chicks are wearing. And I'm like,
They have the cutest clothes, and we're
I
like
just want to go up to it and
go.
go, what the
You
hell are
don't
you
sweat.
doing?
You don't sweat.
Girl.
But you know what? Some people don't sweat, and I don't get that.
I think they're sweating like a mother.
Why don't they show it?
They do down in parts you can't see.
Yes.
Cold and okay, so Lawn Wanderer says cold and rain and snow is better than heat. You can always add layers, but you can only take
Truth.
off so much clothes.
Absolutely.
But I get so depressed in the winter. It makes me so
think about
sad.
when we went to
But we're gonna
Northwest.
have Bunko now.
Yes, we are. Yes,
We're
we
gonna
are.
have Bunko. Bunko Bible study. We're gonna call it that. That's what
Sounds
AC is for. Oh,
That's true.
God. I would love to hang out with you, Sherry, in some Arizona.
Fried plantains, yes. Mush with broth and pork rinds and meat of choice. That's it. That's
Ah,
it. Whiskey Mountain.
You know,
Yes.
bananas and pork rinds. I'm there.
I'm telling you, it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I looked up recipes when we got home to make it, and it was like I didn't understand the recipe. So if you find a recipe that you understand, let me know because I would love to make me some mofongo.
And I would love to go over to her house and eat it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
We can have Puerto Rican night at my house.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. Yes.
And we could have
Technically the
Whiskey
Navy,
Mountains
LOL.
consult.
Hey, can I say
We
this?
could have her
Marines,
consult
Navy,
electronically.
either way, Army, Air
I don't
Force.
care what you are.
You're a badass.
You're a badass,
Absolutely.
and
So,
you have.
thank you
you
for
have-
what you've done for
Thank
us.
you.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And you know what? We can't do it.
No,
We cannot do
we're
it.
over here drinking a little whiskey on a Friday night, and that's about all we can do.
No, we do, but we do a lot of other nice things. We
Well,
try
we do, but I'm just saying.
I
in
know,
the-
but we try to
yes.
take care of. We try to
We
take
take-
care of the home front of our people that we love and that you're
The
fighting
circle.
for. The circle.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We want
Yeah.
to make America a better
Supporting.
place.
Yeah, but we're
Support,
not, but it's a different game what they're doing. And I love
Absolutely.
that.
I could never do what they're doing.
No.
I
and I'm
appreciate
so
that.
appreciative to that. Greenville Spartanburg. Yeah, and I mean telling you,
And that's not even that's
That's it.
2.5 hours from us.
Uh-huh.
Greenville Spartanburg. And yes, it is beautiful, but it's that humidity in Greenville.
that's
Hey.
that's between us and the coast and the
It's
Charleston.
overwhelming.
Yes.
Charleston, South Carolina is
Mhm.
It's overwhelming.
Anywhere
It's just
from the-
sucks your breath away.
Yes.
It does.
Anywhere from Myrtle Beach, and I'm just saying like in the straight line.
Yes.
From Myrtle Beach to Knoxville, the humidity level is like
ridiculous.
it's awful. And I think
It's
part of it's the
ungodly.
terrain because there's like we basically where we
Well,
live
we
is
have
in a
it pretty
valley.
good.
So
In a bowl.
we're in
Yeah.
a bowl, and so our humidity it is always high. Like we rarely, there's like 4 days a year that we don't have high humidity, but that's okay because it's what we're
But
used
really,
to. But
comparatively to the
South Carolina-
coast,
oh,
oh my
gosh,
God,
no.
it's so much better here
Yeah.
than it is out there.
But to live on the coast. Wouldn't is anybody with me that would love to live?
Oh,
Not right
yes.
like right on the beach because I get it. Although I hear it's better right on the beach.
Right
than
on the
in-
beach.
Yes, yeah.
But I want you to
But then a
think about.
hurricane might
I want you
happen.
to think about being in a rucksack and going through basic training.
Oh, I
Oh, I
can't.
can't.
No, mm-mm.
I want you to think about
No,
that.
I have
That
so
is
much
ridiculous.
respect for people
even
who
when I was
could.
younger. No,
No.
I can't do it.
No, I can do it. I can do
The
it either.
strength, the
For
concentration.
being miserable.
dedication.
Biden, you're busted. That's amazing. Yeah, yeah.
But there's also a
And
lot
I
of
love-
lovely things about South Carolina.
I love
the
me some-
coast is gorgeous.
Hilton Head, I would go
Like,
every
beautiful.
weekend if I could.
Beautiful.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
it's not a bad drive for us.
No,
I mean,
no,
at
it's
all.
not.
Doable.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
Charleston is only what 5.5 hours
Right.
away.
Yes.
Yeah,
And even
It's
Greenville,
lovely.
like Greenville, there's so much to do in that area. I mean, there's a lot to do in
Mhm.
South Carolina. It's just
You better be ready to sweat your
Yeah,
vagina
absolutely.
off,
And bring dry fit.
and you better bring some dry fit.
dry fit and some wet wipes
And
that
some
you
wet
wipe the
wipes
sweat
and some
spots
other
off of it.
wipes.
Yeah,
A coolie towel.
Oh,
on
there's
the
a
west
reason.
side of the stadium. Thanks,
You're
Trey.
right, Trey. Trey, I
There's
think
a
we're-
reason some of us like to stay at tailgate instead of going into the stadium because it's way cooler at tailgate. That we have a tailgate group and
Jenny
we have
McLeod is taking advantage of all the tailgate this year, as if she didn't last year. Because if you know what, if you're at tailgate, you
Sherry's
can
got to go
hear-
with us.
you can hear the fireworks, so you know
Yeah,
they've
no,
done
yes,
something
Then
good.
That's all you need to know.
And so you need to, and you're watching it on TV, but you hear the fireworks, so
And
you
you're
know,
like,
you know the play was successful,
And it was time.
Yes,
and it was time, and you're like, yes, I can celebrate.
And
I'm gonna
there's
get myself
food.
another drink.
and we have a little porta bathroom,
And there are
It's just
fans.
good. It's good. We have
And
a
a
good
portable
tailgate.
fan.
Yes.
Trey Larkin hooks us up.
Trey's
I'm
the
telling
best.
ya.
Trey and Cindy, they take care of
We
us.
love
and
some Trey.
They are
They do.
absolutely the
They
best.
do. So yeah.
Hit
Hit that
hit that
like button.
like
I know,
button.
right?
Sherry,
Sherry G.
tell 'em.
Good for the love of God.
I mean, good heavens. If anything, just support Marty.
I know. And you know what? If you really like it a lot and you just, you lobby for us, we'll come back on.
Tell Marty. Say, we
There's a
like the
group.
girls. Yeah.
I know. We'll come back on. We're
We can have
good.
special guests.
I don't know. Dirt's here.
Where is Dirt? Oh, Dirt. There he
Yeah.
is.
Heavy.
Yes.
Yeah,
He loves
Sherry's
to be a
got the
part of
dirt
it.
ball. So, yeah, absolutely. Oh, God. Whatever you do not flush wet wipes down the toilet, regardless of what
Yeah,
the page
right.
says.
It's true.
Mhm.
Yes.
Wait, even the ones that say they're flushable due
Don't.
to it.
Don't do it.
Can I? Okay, I need some clarification on that because I have flushed
Bubble bath
many a
bourbon's
time.
getting ready to school
Come
your
on,
ass.
Bubble Bath. I need to hear about it.
No flush zone.
Yes.
Even if you're on
Because-
sewer and not on septic tank,
No flush.
You're
I
not
flush
supposed
all the
to.
time.
I know,
No.
but I don't know that we should.
No. I can't.
I mean, I do too, but
when
really, we
flushable
need to
wipes
be more
came around, I was like, I
conscientious.
feel so cleaner. It's the best. It's the best feeling ever. Like
Still a no
flushable
flush.
wipes. I
It's
mean,
still a no
bubble bath
flush,
bourbon. Tell me about this because
We need to know
I-
more. It's very important to know.
I
about
need
this.
my cleanliness in areas.
But we
and-
also are very
don't wanna
culturally and environmentally
Oh, absolutely.
responsible.
I don't want to
we
hurt
are.
the environment. I
Yeah.
just assumed
it's a
because
no
it-
flush zone.
Yeah,
I read the package and it said
like
no,
if you're on
it said
city
flush
or
too,
not. Are
and
you
no
on
more than
septic
that.
or city?
No, I'm on city, but I've been on septic in the past when
Okay.
we lived in the county.
But I
years and
think
years
it's
ago.
important to really know what happens with that stuff and what's going into our earth.
But we
Oh, Bubble
really
Bath's
don't
telling us.
know.
He's
Okay,
coming up.
wait.
Yeah, let's
So I
see.
just have to put this. Look, Sherry said, I love
Sherry,
Sherry girls.
hey.
I love Sherry. We're going out to see Sherry in Arizona.
Let's go.
Sherry,
Yes.
watch
I've got
out.
to go further west than Dallas. I mean, we've got to do it.
Because she hasn't. So,
I know that's
LA.
mm-hmm.
Here
Okay.
we go.
And bubble burp. If it's not paper, toilet
No.
paper, do not flush it.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Bubble Bath, I'll take your word for it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little disappointed because it's easy to flush.
No
And I
flush
know
zone.
it makes me a little sad because it's so convenient.
I'll still use it. I'll just put it in the trash can
Exactly.
because it's
That's-
that the freshness. It's I mean, that we just turned this from
Refreshing.
whiskey to toilet paper using.
But,
But
okay,
the truth is,
But there's
wet
a
wipes
link.
are lovely.
That's a link.
Yes.
It's there.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a link.
So he said flushable wipes take years to break down. Okay,
That
bubble
makes
bath.
sense.
Bubble bath. But okay, let's think about this. I want and I'm not being an asshole. I'm just being
Devil's
playing
advocate.
devil's
Devil's
advocate.
advocate. Let's hear it.
Okay, so you flush it into the toilet, it goes down into the ground. Or you put it in the garbage that goes to the landfill.
Ooh. Which is worse?
Oh.
Bubble bath? Tell us.
And so I think this is interesting because if you've ever been to
'Cause it's gonna-
Virginia Beach,
Mhm.
there is
Mount
Mount Trashmore.
Mount Trashmore.
So there is this, they turned, it's so interesting. So
I
they
feel so
took,
I've been to the
So
top.
sheltered over here.
so it's a park
Uh-huh.
and it's garbage.
It was a landfill.
It was a landfill and they turned it into this beautiful park.
Okay.
Mount Trashmore.
So they used it for
But
good.
because of the ethanol gases from the trash, it has like a pipe.
Yes.
Yes,
It's
I
awesome.
researched this when we went there because I thought it was so
is it like a
interesting.
carbon monoxide pipe that comes?
Almost.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And I've been to the top of Mount Trashmore.
Yeah, and I mean it's not a huge, huge. You
It's
could
like
you
a
could walk to
mound.
it.
Yeah,
It's a
a
mound,
Like
but
a
it has
sand
these
dune
beautiful
or a- okay.
running trails around it. It has
Mhm.
this gorgeous park.
Walking,
it's gorgeous.
hiking.
Mhm.
The grass is green because why wouldn't it be?
Oh, well, yeah.
Lush.
Poo poo
It's
makes
lush.
grass green.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
It's lush.
Have you ever been to a cow field?
Yes,
Very
right.
gorgeous.
Yes.
Right. So I think that's the most fascinating
It is.
thing.
It is.
And to drive by it, and when we drove by it on our way to Virginia Beach, we're like, "Oh my gosh, these people are!" I mean, there are people everywhere enjoying
It's
Does it
very
this
smell?
property.
popular.
No,
No.
Uh-uh.
It's beautiful. It's
Mm-mm.
so manicured and
It
landscaped,
is.
and it's a great outdoor space
it is.
for the citizens.
I think they even had like soccer fields and
Yes.
tennis courts and all kinds of wonderful things.
Whiskey Mountains has a good question or a good statement. I don't know if it's a question or a
Mhm.
statement. Flushing needs to kind of dissolve and dissipate. It takes years to break down. Should be in landfill instead.
Okay.
So it should be thrown away because a landfill is known
Okay.
to make years to take
Okay.
years. Is that what you're saying?
I'd rather go to a landfill and eventually break down from all the enzymes and garbage
okay.
Yes.
than get stuck in all the cooking oil. Yes, and that's a big friggin'
yes.
problem.
Well, I don't
and
ever
grease
put oil
people.
down,
Okay,
but people
listen.
do.
People
So
probably
in
do.
our condo, our sink stopped up.
That's-
Oh.
And I had to kind of take it apart. Of course, Marty didn't do it. I did. So I took all of the PVC apart and it was clogged with, and this was when we first moved in. So it wasn't us. It was clogged with
Grease.
congealed grease.
Oh my.
And I loved it because I could like clean it out and
Right.
it was like
Felt
picking
good.
something.
Yeah.
I loved it.
It was therapeutic.
It was
because you could see
therapeutic
it
because I
get
could
clean
see it.
and
I could
yes,
see my progress. But it really showed me why you don't put grease down the sink.
Wow.
It really
Well,
did.
double
Baking
bath
soda and
bourbon.
vinegar.
You
Yes.
changed my mind about this because I didn't
Mhm.
know that. I thought that you shouldn't flush if it was only going to I thought if you were on sewage you were okay. I didn't
Yeah,
know that it
no.
had to be. I thought it was that's how. Hey,
It would
I've learned
fit,
something
but,
new.
but it'll, I mean, it won't even
the
get to the
grease,
landfill.
we've
It
known
would fill
about
up
grease.
your,
Like we wipe it out with paper towels and put it in the trash
Absolutely.
can.
Yeah.
But my grandmother's always
Kept the grease.
kept the
to
grease and
use.
re-greased
Absolutely,
it. So they
yeah.
didn't buy like Crisco or lard.
Right.
You did-
And
no.
that's an Appalachian thing, I think.
It
It
is.
might be an Appalachian
Well,
thing.
you know,
grease
they
jar.
sell yes a grease jar
and that and it
yes.
had that on it,
Mhm.
grease, and you poured it in there.
Yes.
But we do rather than that is like use olive oil rather than because bacon grease is what we end up with
Yes.
all the time.
Yes. Yes.
But-
100%.
Yeah.
How many times I've had to clean up someone's yard house that it backed up
Mhm.
Oh,
into because they're
yes.
putting Yep.
Well, good to know. Bubble bath bourbon, we appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. We
You've
do.
schooled us.
You have. And so in Appalachia, we just save the grease and we reuse it because we're nasty like that.
Or
We
Well,
feed it to the.
or we're lazy like
Or-
me and we use the
Or
other
we
oil.
take it down to Sherry's farm and
And
we
then
throw it
with
on the soybeans or the pigs or whatever we need to. I love that. Listened to a podcast recently where a serial killer got caught because clogged toilets. Don't flush the
I hope that's
flush
on-
the body parts.
I hope that's on
Very nice.
IDTV sometime because I
Oh, my
love me some
goodness.
IDTV.
Mm-hmm.
Watch it almost every night.
Don't flush your body parts.
No, I mean I
Let's
don't
just
know
don't
that I
do
have any
that.
body parts to flush.
Well, if we do, we shouldn't.
Well, I hope we never have
Mm.
any.
Earl had to die. Na 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 na. I love Earl had to die. Okay. Okay. Ha ha ha. Whiskey Mountains. I guess those pipes say flushable and then they won't clog when you flush, so not immediately a problem. They won't.
makes
They will
sense.
clog though.
Mhm.
They clog all the time. I think any kind of Jim Beam would probably be a good Drano type substance. I think or you could just get, what is it, Mad Dog 2020?
Oh yeah,
Yes, we could get some Mad Dog 2020 and we'll just
you
pull
can buy
it.
at the local
That
Murder
might,
Mart.
we go to the Murder Mart and get those. I think that might be cheaper than Drano.
About the same price.
I
or
think it
what-
might
yeah.
be. I think it might be. I do. Okay. So
Like low cal.
bubble bath bourbon and
Okay.
look, your keeper is summoning you. Yeah,
Okay.
we should definitely have Adriana. That's right, Trey. Okay, and he got a smiley face. So we're being summoned
It's
by
time.
it's time. That's our key term here in the condo is it's time.
It's time.
We don't ever really, sometimes we know what it's time for, but sometimes we don't.
Sometimes
it's
we just
okay.
know it's time.
But it's
We
probably
know
just
it's-
time.
It's innate. We know
It's
time.
innate. We know it's time for something else.
yes.
And that's okay.
And we
Mhm.
accept that.
Yeah, we're good with
Absolutely.
that.
It's not a challenge.
Mm-mm. No, it's fine. And we don't even know what time it is. But we have had a lot of viewers.
Thank you.
Yes, we have.
Yes,
we
we've
appreciate
had a
you
lot of
all.
viewers. And that makes us super happy. And we love a good takeover.
we'll
No
tell
bubble
Marty-
bath bourbon. You did not kill the chat.
No. Great. Thank you.
No,
that
we
is
feel
good
about
information.
that.
You know who killed the chat bubble bath bourbon? The husbands.
Yes, Marty cut us off. Am I right?
Was it Marty or was it?
Kevin?
It was your husband.
No, I don't mean just now. I mean before. He literally cut us off and
And
stopped
felt
us.
like it was time.
Yes.
And they decided it was time. But I really thought it would be better to flush stuff than to take it to the dump.
Me
I did.
too.
I really did. But that's a good point.
Yeah.
I did learn something
Yes.
tonight.
So
And I
Bubble
love
Bath
that.
Bourbon,
Thank
are
you, Bubble Bath
awesome.
Bourbon.
It's time for bacon.
And we're educated bubbles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I'm gonna get a shirt that says educated bubbles. And then we do need to have a ladies forum.
Yes.
We do
Yes.
100%.
And we'll follow.
And Whiskey Nose says too
Yeah.
much sexy, shut it down. And we don't want to kill anybody tonight. We don't.
It's time.
Because we're on the human services, like social work field, and we don't. We work for everything we can to keep everything alive and everyone alive. So we love you
It's time.
guys.
Check me
Sherry. Sherry's like, keep going. I'm still here. Sherry, just, you know what? We'll come see you. We'll just come see you, but we have to go to Vegas.
We want to come to the
Oh,
AZ.
yes.
We want to come to the AZ, but we might have to go to Vegas.
Absolutely.
Just for a couple of nights.
Absolutely.
Room 105.
107.
107. 107.
At the Palazzo, yes.
Yes.
Or Venetian, yes.
Yes, Sherry's got a room
107.
there.
There
So
you go.
it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. But drop that Women of Whiskey's Facebook group. Oh, yes. Yes. Marty's just cranky because he wants
Yes,
because yes, he's selfish.
She'll be back on here.
Boo Marty. Yes, it's not even Marty. Dang it, I'm on my phone, but go check out Women of Whiskey's. Yes.
Mhm.
There you go.
I'll do Vegas. I love Vegas. We're there.
Hey.
And we can get pretty economical
Re-
flights there.
Yeah, right.
October.
That'd be a
October's
good, that'd be a good
October.
fall,
like-
winter thing to do. 100%. Yeah, let's do that.
The leaves are changing.
It'll be
Yes.
the girls take over.
Oh God, I love
Let's do
it.
it.
We'll take dry fish.
I will tell you one thing I'm going to do in Vegas that I didn't do last time. I'm going to zip line down.
Okay.
No, it's what is the old part of Vegas called? Okay, so there's Fremont.
Fremont.
I'm
Yes,
zip
Fremont.
lining. I am zip lining down that bitch.
I'll go do it with you.
Oh my God.
Fremont.
And I'll say
Fremont.
free bird. while we do it.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it would feel like you're flying, and that is my biggest regret
Really?
of Vegas. So okay, three nights is plenty.
Mm-hmm.
So you do a show,
Leave the.
Yeah.
you do
line.
Fremont, and you zip line, and then you do shopping.
Absolutely.
Okay,
I'm not a gambler, so I don't care.
I don't care.
About any of
I
that.
don't want to gamble. I don't have enough money to gamble. I'll be like, this is my electric bill.
It-
I
it-
ain't doing
how
that.
much do anything for me.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm like,
thank
do
you,
you
yeah.
want power this month or not? Like, do you like having lights or do you
water.
not?
Yeah.
Water.
And so mine is I'm going to spend it on, and I would like to do that. There's like a roller coaster thing.
There is. And they also have like a wheel. It's
Yeah.
all
So I want to
good.
do that, and I want to drink, and I want to go shopping,
Okay.
and I want to see a show because they have really
Oh,
good
I
residency
know.
shows
Yeah.
I would go
there.
just for the shows. I care nothing
It's
about
awesome.
Yes,
anything else.
I don't.
Yeah.
I do not care about the gambling stuff. Gets on my
Mhm.
nerves.
It's too much.
It's too much. I don't want to do
There's
that.
not enough time.
Mm-mm. So Sherry, it's on. Trip planner, get on it. Oh my gosh, Boo the husband, 100%. They're
we
not
agree.
going.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Yes, and I
IKEA,
want to go to
absolutely.
IKEA. I went to IKEA oh my God, I shipped shit home. It was ridiculous. There was no sense in that.
But we don't have one close. I mean,
No.
it's-
You're gonna
I
wear
mean,
naked?
Atlanta.
what?
You're gonna go naked?
No, I mean from IKEA.
What? You said we don't have them closed.
I said we don't
Oh.
have one close.
Oh, we have,
Atlanta.
yeah, we go to
IKEA.
IKEA in Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean the
It's
closest
fine.
IKEA is 3 or 4 hours
It's
Yeah,
away.
fine.
Nashville,
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Atlanta.
We don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Shut up, Marty. Just shut your face. You're a dick.
It is more dangerous. That's true.
Well, I'm gonna zip line this time. Okay, we love you guys
See
and
ya.
gals. We love you. Have a great weekend.
It's time.
You're welcome, and it's time.
Mwah.